Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, what do you do when a uninsured, unlicensed driver smashes into your bumper? Yeah, you buy a new bumper. Of course, because the guy didn't have insurance, and it's really not going to be worth it to put it through your insurance because you have a deductible. So, bought a new bumper. It's a better one, hopefully. Yeah, so here's the bumper. It wasn't not too horrible, but it is bent up, and gives me an excuse to go buy a new bumper. This is my work truck, so I want it to look as decent as I can. Yeah, we're gonna get this taken care of. You can see here, it did move it over a little bit, so the bracket that's underneath here is slightly bent, and then you can compare it to this side where it comes out pretty flush. So that side definitely bent. It's definitely pushed in there. So we'll get her swapped out. And now that the bumper is all separated and everything, we'll finish it up. What we have to do is we have to remove the hitch support area here from the outer bumper itself. And that's going to be done with these bunch of bolts that go around. So we'll take those off. Okay, and the bumper's off and disassembled. Let me show you a couple interesting things anyway. So I guess when the guy hit me, it tweaked this one a little bit. You can see how it's kind of a lump there, and it's not over here. It's nice and flat. So I do have to straighten that out a little bit. That's probably from a hitch hitting the bumper. That's not from the accident. The other neat, kind of funny thing, I guess, was I was looking here. These have the dates that they were made. So this one was made 3/24/16, and this side was made on 3/22/16. So just kind of stupid and funny. But besides that, bumper looks like it's in the bracket here is in good shape. This bottom piece here, you can kind of see it's a little tweaked too. So I got to hammer that flat, and then we should be ready to put it back on with the new one after we take it out of the box. All right, let's get this thing opened up and see what we got. I have not opened it yet. I have this, I took off some of the straps across the middle to make life easier. But I left the end ones on. So, get that off. See how this thing's all packaged. Directions, like anybody needs that. Feels like we got something kind of heavy in here. Let's see, what's this? Some sort of plates. Looks like this is all the hardware. So get rid of that one. And itself seems to be packaged pretty nice. All right, let me go get a, well, the camera moved, but let me go get a knife so I can open this thing. Okay, back with the knife, or blade anyway. Looks nice. This is the bottom. There we go. There she is. The powder coat finish on it, it's like a wrinkle finish. Looks good. The welds look nice. Everything looks pretty smooth. Sweet. Let's put it together. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've knolled all my pieces. I do the same thing when I do Legos because it does make things a lot easier to deal with. And I have realized here that there's a couple things going on. They give you an overall kit. One is if you have a hitch on your truck like I do, and the other is it accommodates if you do not have a hitch. The other thing, that another part that it does as well is it gives you the holes for the sensors if you have backup sensors in your truck. My truck doesn't have those, so you know, it gives you some pieces for that too, to plug them up or to hook them up. So so these big plate things here, we don't need those because those are for the ones that don't have a hitch. We use these little guys. And then you can also get an optional LED like cube light kit for the back here too. And if you don't have those, you put these in its place. So we're going to put that in. These are the little plugs for the backup sensors that we're not, you know, we don't have. So we're going to put those in there. And then I figured out how to plug the rest of it up. It looks like these little flat round ones, I think they go to the outside when you actually put the as a seal for the backup sensors. So we don't need those, but the thicker one we will use. So we'll start getting this thing all put together, and we'll see how we got. I think it won't be too bad. Let's look at everything one more time before I put it back up on the truck so you can see how I did it. Because remember those directions? Yeah, when I threw them at the beginning, yeah, they're junk. Just throw them away because they literally are useless. They tell you nothing. All right, so you can see here, here's how I dealt with the sensor holes. So I pushed the big rubber piece on through, and then one of the soft pad things, put that down and stuck it to this little top, and then I did an X with the a zip tie to keep it all in place. So that seems to work fine there, and I did that to all of them. I went ahead and put the license plate lights back in. This metal here for the on the bumper is pretty thick. So what I had to do is I had to take a screwdriver after I was pushing them in from the front and come in underneath here and just pry it a little bit to get the tabs to lock outside of the thing. Otherwise they wouldn't lock. So, but that works fine. You know, everything's all tightened up and ready to go. There's nothing attached back here. There's nothing attached to these brackets that I straightened out. So pretty easy, not hard at all to do. So now it's just time to put it back on. It is quite a bit heavier than the original one too, so be careful. So we're going to do the same thing as we did when we took off the original one. I'm going to hang it up underneath there, or hang it on there, and take a nut and put it on one or two of these things a little bit, just to hold it in place before I get underneath the truck. So we'll do a couple here, just lightly spin them on, so it doesn't fall off and smash me in the face and probably kill me. Well, there it is. It went back in just as easy as it came out. Just like I said, it's heavy if you're doing it by yourself like I am. Just be careful, don't get underneath there until you've got some bolts onto the brackets back there. The lights just plug right back in. Everything else just plugs right back in. And it's good to go. So I think it looks good back there, and keep on rolling. So maybe we'll get the front bumper to match here pretty soon or something. Let's just hope somebody doesn't run into the front end of my truck. Crazy. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. All right, if you stuck around to this very end part, I'll give you some of my complaints about the whole thing. I mean, overall, I'm happy with how the bumper went in, but I think the company could have done a better job with a few things. The first thing is just offer a package that has, if your truck has a trailer hitch and if it doesn't. I mean, it's wasteful to have such large pieces of metal being shipped around, but I mean, whatever. I guess they figured it out that it's cheaper. But what would also be nice is if you're told what this extra stuff is for, because I've got, oh, hey, thanks for giving me an Allen key. I don't know what they go to. There's nothing obvious that it goes to. Maybe if I had the little sensors or something, maybe that's what they're for. I have no idea. They're just there. Same thing with these little shim, like little plastic things. No idea. They don't reference them at all in the instructions. Speaking of the instructions, let's just go over them real fast. All right, it's talking on this front page about taking stuff off. So you're taking off the trailer plug and unhooking the trailer plug and removing the nuts for the bumper and the ignition key for the back there, you know, taking out lights. That's the most explanation that you get in the whole thing. So the next couple pictures, put in the optional LED light. Put in, if your truck has a trailer hitch, use this bracket. If it doesn't, use these brackets. Center the bumper, plug stuff back in. And then on the last page, where is it at here? Oh, come on, get your fingers work. It's all on, these three things are on the optional LED kit. So, like, there's no reference to any of this stuff. Any of it. Not the plugs and all that I had to put into the bumper. None of it. You just throw these away, because they are completely useless. You got more from my video than you did from those. Anyway, on these little guys here, the little vent thingies, this side is underneath a bracket and it's kind of hard to get to. You can use like a box wrench to get to it, but I use this, and this is pretty cool. This is a socket that is open in the center. So this little guy here just plugs right in, and you can see you can go straight on through. So it keeps it really compact, and you know, you don't have to worry about having a deep socket in a really short spot. And so it definitely helped out. But anyway, yeah, I thought you might be interested in this. But yeah, fix your instructions.